Hey folks, this is July 2nd, July 4th weekend, Saturday. Do you remember, you want to enjoy again the joke about the little old man and the little old woman were summoned to court because she stole a can of peaches. The judge says, well, how many peaches in the can? And she said 6. And the judge says, you are hereby sentenced to 6 days in jail, 1 day for each peach. And the little old man says, well, can I say something? And the judge says, be brief. And the little old man said, she also stole a can of peas. Well, yesterday was very good here. I'm ready to listen to yours. Show and tell, share and care. All the work got done. I thought all of it. I thought we got an A+. I thought we got a P for perfect. Then I remembered that we didn't give Robert Jackson 2 half-hour shows for his 16 TV stations for August. And that's the whole heart of a chat with Glendora. Now, how could I forget that and think I'd done everything? So, we will postpone that until Sunday when Amy comes. Kitty Cat wants to go outdoors. Kitty Cat wants to raise a family. Madeline and Gina have made their decisions about that. Glendora doesn't have the money to pay Gina and Ash and April and Amy. So it's going to be April and Amy only. And April and Amy, we're going to lose some versatility with Gina. And Gina's been here for over a year. Okay. Suzanne from down in Westchester sent up a casserole of eggplant vegetables by way of Patricia Sarr's son, who lives down that way near her. And the son is coming up here for the 4th of July weekend. And that's something, Pat is going to bring it down to this morning, heated. So that's something we'll enjoy. You're invited to eat it too. Casserole, eggplant, vegetable. What else is going on? Wayne is still trying to get his cereal fix. Drew Wilson wanted to know about Glendora's fight in the courts, that a cable TV operator cannot exercise editorial control over public access TV. Congress declared that public access TV was electronic sidewalk free speech, and you know nobody can stop sidewalk free speech unless it's obscene or indecent or naked. And so we did that program, and it's so clever the way he knows how to set it up through Zoom. He sends it up through a computer. Isn't that something? He sends it up through a computer, and Amy's so smart, she knows how to hook it up. Did we do lots of good deeds yesterday? Yes. We told lots of jokes, and we listened to the Sentinel once, for the last time, Deborah Hesh. And she's just saying, know the goodness of God and the greatness of God and the presence of God. Know that God is here all the time. And don't think about anything bad. Just see the goodness of God. And she's very stimulating, and she's helped us a great amount. I hope that my telling you about it has helped you. I would add 3 things to that. 1, say over and over again that God is all there is. There is only God. And therefore, by definition, we can't be anything else but God. Some of God. We're all some of God. All continuous, all some of God. All living shoulder to shoulder, making the universe grow and go and glow. Then I would add to it the fact that God is not a he, God is not a she, God is God. And then what would we add to it? There's one other thing, big thought that you and I have had over and over again, a big thought that you and I have had over and over again. Now tomorrow, or today rather, Saturday, the July 2nd, we're going to hear a new Sentinel Watch. A new one comes out every Saturday by the Christian Science Church. And praise them for doing it, and thank them for doing it. They keep the good word out. They keep it out. The good word, they keep it out. Don't think about anything bad. It's not as hard as you think it is. Just don't think about anything bad. Let every thought be good. Well, then why don't you do it if you think it's so easy, Glendora? Excuse me. Why don't you do it? Okay, what other good deeds were in yesterday? We're taking care of the kitty. Kitty, everybody says you're beautiful. They say you have a sweet little round face and that your markings are so beautiful. Ashley, I cannot understand it. Here we were looking forward. I have the meatballs at Gardein, and they are delicious. That vegan meatballs. And she was supposed to bring the spaghetti and sauce. Well, what she bought was 2 or 3 tablespoons, and there must have been only 5 or 6 pieces of spaghetti, and they were all cut up. I just don't see how that qualifies for spaghetti and meatballs. I don't know, Ashley. But thank you for your company. We renewed Straight Talk. Ashley did it the fastest anybody's ever done it. 3 minutes. Big accomplishment. Over 40 entrees in the freezer have finally been consumed. And it's taken 3 or 4 months to do that. But finally they are consumed. All that's left now in the freezer is 10 products from Trader Joe. 10 vegan products from Trader Joe. What is the next cleanup job? The kitchen cupboards. Go through them again. Glendora stays right at the kitchen sink, leaning on the stove. The stove's shut off, of course. And Amy watches the dishes, and Glendora wipes them one by one and then puts them on the stove to air dry the rest of the way and be put away the following morning. And I make sure that the kitchen cupboards are clean. No grit, no grime, no grease. And the sink is being plugged up again, and that's because I suspect that one of my people didn't put the sink drainer in to drain the food and got it all clogged up again. And boy, is the owner going to have an extreme reaction to that. The owner's handyman last time took 2 days to grind it out. Some people who work here are so competent and, just ordinary smart, and some are just so deficient. They don't take the responsibility, they don't take the care and share. Whoops. Stop, Glendora. Pure thought. No negative, second level, trivial, ugly. It was a good day of healing. No heart attacks. No strokes. No accidents, no injuries, no doctors, no hospitals, no medicine. Didn't have to go out, stay in the happy house all day long where it's safe in all ways. And able to walk with a walker. 94 years old, no doctors, no medicine, and vegan. Did you get an article into the advertising? I don't know. Every month business has to have a Monday off. Then everything has to double up and get out of schedule. Every month they got to have a Monday off. A 3-day weekend. I like things where work comes first, accomplishment comes first, and then loafing, laziness comes second. I don't know. I think we're losing our American spunk. People used in the 1800s, people used to work 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, maybe 6 days a week. Now, what else is there to tell you? Today, nobody's scheduled to come, and there isn't enough money to pay somebody to come. In fact, the last Sunday starts a new week, doesn't it? This ends the week Saturday. Oh no, Saturday starts a new week and nobody's coming. Okay. Why don't you just let it go and double it up on Sunday when Amy comes? Why are you saying there's no money? Well, Dr. Katz, Medicaid, the insurance agency that Medicaid pays for, and Consumer Direct, the agency that pays my people $15 an hour or $14 an hour, they allow us only 41 hours of home help and they paid for it. So that's why there isn't enough money. What do they pay? $13.60 an hour, $14 an hour, or $15 an hour, or $15.50 an hour. That last $15.50 an hour, it's up to Glenn. It's a raise, and she hasn't found their work that good enough to get the raise. Not any of them. 3 weeks on the errands list. 2-inch Scotch tape and 1-inch Scotch tape. 3 weeks. It's been forgotten. Hey. The man came home from work and he says, honey, I'm going to lose my job. The company's found something that'll do the work of 5 men. And his wife said, 1 woman. A ship carrying a load of red paint collided with a freighter carrying a load of purple paint, and at last report, the crews of both ships were marooned. Boss to his secretary, your work has really improved. It doesn't take us that long to do it over. Young man taking an exam to get a job on the state dam. What question? What does hydrodynamics mean? And the young man said, it means I don't get the job. Teacher, use the word bewitches in a sentence. Use guys, go ahead. I'll bewitches in a minute. Doctor, I have bad news and very bad news. Patient, what's the bad news? You have 2 days to live. Well, what's the very bad news? I forgot to tell you yesterday. I love that Bible passage, Romans 8, 38, 39, and 40. I am persuaded, St. Paul wrote, that neither life nor death, or principality, and then
The time is 8 o'clock a.m. The time is 8 o'clock a.m. The temperature is 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit. The time is 8 o'clock a.m. The temperature is 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. I promised somebody else the hour of 8 o'clock, so I have to go now. But I guess you're not sad about that. We need thee every hour, most gracious Lord. No tender grace like thine can peace afford.